This player may have just ended his nation's dream, and the worst part, he didn't even face up his cleats to do it. Boston Stadium, the biggest match in modern Norwegian history. A direct heavyweight shootout against Kylian Mbappe's France for the top spot in Group I. Both teams were undefeated. The world was promised a generational war. Instead, Erling Haaland was left stranded on the bench. Imagine the most lethal striker on the planet. You have just dragged your country to the first World Cup since 1998. You have 4 goals in 2 matches. You are actively chasing Lionel Messi for the Golden Boot. Then, right before kickoff, your coach looks you up in the eye and tells you to sit down. The football world was stunned. Social media completely melted. Fans who spent thousands of dollars to watch the ultimate Haaland versus Mbappe international showdown were left staring at a tragedy. This wasn't an injury, it wasn't a sudden illness, it was a calculated, cold-blooded decision by Norway manager Ståle Solbakken. He didn't just bench Haaland, he benched 10 players. Only a single starter from the victory over Senegal kept his spot. Solbakken stripped his own team naked against the most ruthless attack in the world. He called it being smart over greedy. He wanted fresh legs for the round of 32. But football has a funny way of punishing teams that disrespect the game's momentum. What followed was unadulterated carnage. Without Martin Odegaard to control the midfield and without Haaland to scare the French backline, France turned Boston into a training pitch. Ousmane Dembélé looked like a man playing against children. 7 minutes in, goal. 20 minutes in, goal. By the 32nd minute, Dembélé completed a devastating first half hat-trick. Norway's B team looked utterly paralyzed. Ståle Solbakken managed to pull one back to make it 2-1 briefly, but it was nothing more than cosmetic surgery on a fatal wound. The true psychological breaking point happened early in the second half. Norway gets a penalty, a lifeline, a chance to change the entire narrative. If Haaland is on the pitch, it's 3-2. France starts to panic. Instead, Jorgen Strand Larsen steps up. The pressure is suffocating. He strikes it, weak, predictable, and easily saved by Mike Magden. On the bench, Haaland's facial expression said everything. It was a disaster born entirely of overthinking. But here is the twist that makes Solbakken's gamble look like absolute madness. The manager benched his superstars to keep them fresh for the knockouts, believing he was protecting their future. But by throwing away the match and losing 4-1, Norway finished second in Group I. By refusing to fight for first place, Solbakken didn't save his team, he sentenced them. Instead of an easier, highly winnable path through the tournament, Norway reward for finishing second is a brutal round of 32 clash against a dangerous Ivory Coast squad in the Texas heat. And if they somehow survive that, a date with Brazil in the round of 16. Haaland's Golden Boot dream is effectively on life support because he lost an entire match to add to his tally. Mbappé is flying high, Messi is leading, and Haaland was forced to watch his nation's momentum get absolutely incinerated. Did Ståle Solbakken just execute the smartest rest and recovery strategy in World Cup history? Or did he just commit the ultimate act of tactical cowardice that will ruin Erling Haaland's legacy? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, let's talk about it.